This is the Vauxhall Astra. It's Vauxhall's second best-selling car, and there are loads of them around. But this one is different. This one is new. Okay, it doesn't look particularly new. Vauxhall says that one of the main things customers like about this particular Astra is the way it looks. So for the midlife facelift of the car first introduced in 2015, there's a few changes at the front end, new lights, new grille, and that's about it. No, the big changes are under the bonnet. All the engines in the new Astra are new, and all the old ones, they're gone. The new engines are designed with fuel economy and CO2 emissions in mind. They're smaller capacity, and they're all 3-cylinder rather than the more traditional 4-cylinder. Fuel economy is all well and good, but what does that mean for how the Astra drives? Well, we'll get to that. First, let's have a look inside, where it's rather nice. You get a 7 or 8-inch touchscreen infotainment system, depending on which version you go for, and in higher spec models, a digital instrument panel in place of traditional dials. The seats are comfy, the driving position is pretty good, and the cabin feels like it's made out of quality materials. Not quite Volkswagen Golf quality, but better than the Ford Focus. Space is more than reasonable for rear seat passengers, as is the boot size. Right, these engines then. Some 80% of Astras are sold to the fleet industry, where lower emissions and better fuel economy mean lower running costs and cheaper company car tax. So the move to smaller, more efficient engines will, on paper, be a big attraction. So far, we've tried the new 1.5-litre diesel, which has been attached to a 9-speed automatic gearbox, and it's rather good. It has 122 horsepower and feels nicely sprightly and responsive, if a little bit chuggy at lower speeds. The automatic gearbox is good too, nice and smooth and unobtrusive. We've also tried the new 1.2-litre petrol, which comes with either 110, 130 or 145 horsepower. We've tried the latter, which is also impressively smooth and strong. There hasn't been a point when we felt like we're missing that extra 4th cylinder, so it seems based on this small taste that we haven't lost any of the driving enjoyment in the name of fuel saving. Engines aside, the Astra is good to drive. The suspension has been tweaked for this new model, and we found that on 95% of the road surfaces we've used it on, it's been impressively comfortable and supple. Having said that, there has been the occasional gnarly B-road where it's felt a little bit bobbly and busy, but it's not too bad. Mostly though, it's absolutely fine, and it is also quite engaging behind the wheel. The steering is nicely weighted and communicative, and the car generally feels agile and sprightly through the bends. It's confidence-inspiring. The Ford Focus remains our driver's hatchback of choice, but the Vauxhall Astra really isn't far behind it. The changes to the Astra may have been driven by a desire to lower emissions and improve fuel economy, but they've done nothing to dampen its broader appeal. The new engines that we've tried perform very well, and the car itself is a comfortable, practical hatchback that handles impressively well as well. It fully deserves its place among the very top cars of this type, and it now has the added bonus of being cheaper to run and better for the environment. Now, if you want to know more about the Vauxhall Astra, then check out our full in-depth written review at autotrader.co.uk. If you've enjoyed this video, please make with the thumbs up. Don't forget to comment below, let us know what you think about the car. And while you're here, subscribe to the Autotrader YouTube channel, because we've got loads of great content to help you find your next car.